What is good, guys? What is good? Trent McDuffie getting traded from the freaking Kansas City Chiefs to the LA Chargers. I absolutely love that trade. I absolutely love that trade for the Los Angeles Rams because this is a move, we all know. This is going all in, want to win the Super Bowl, and they should. I mean, Matthew Stafford is getting old, but let's dive straight into it, man. So you see right here, he's had a really good career. Like, Trent McDuffie's had a really good career, and, it's kind of funny. I was thinking about Trent McDuffie the other day, and I was thinking about the Chiefs. I made a Chiefs video recently, and I was like, bro, what if they were to trade Trent McDuffie? I'm just a big fan of Trent McDuffie, but I was like, there's no way they're going to trade him. They end up trading him to the Los Angeles Rams. I'm like, nutty. But you see right here, bro, like he's had a good career. He's had a good career. I know I don't have it in frame, but his pass breakups were a little bit lower this year, right? He only had 4 recorded, 1 interception, only gave up 3 TDs. But honestly, like, if you look right here, yards per reception, lowest in his career. And you look at the yards right there, right? So 415, 637, 661, 342. And it shows 67.3 receiving percentage on him. But I just thought he honestly had just a quiet year and he didn't really give up a lot of yards. So I feel like that number's a little bit skewed in my opinion. But hey, man, however you want to take it. But when you talk about Trent McDuffie, you got to talk about his tackling because he is a very physical corner. I mean, the Kansas City Chiefs literally will send him in on a blitz. But let's dive straight into the film. So you'll see this play up against the Los Angeles Chargers, and you see him right there up against Quentin Johnston. And let's see what he does on this play. Because Quentin Johnston is a burner. I mean, look at that, bro. He even tried to hit him with the double move, and Trent honestly had the stickies on that whole route, right? Like, look at this. There was literally barely any separation. I mean, he's up at the line of scrimmage. Boom. Turns his hips really well. Runs with Johnston. They try to target him. They called the penalty on something else happening on the field. But you see right there was literally no space for him to catch that ball. Trent McDuffie was literally all over that. And, you'll see him get beat sometimes, just like any other corner. But for the most part, his coverage is pretty top notch, man. Like, I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, he's elite, he's top 5 corner. But Trent McDuffie is a pretty damn good corner. And you see right there, tries to hit him with the double move, doesn't even bite on it, and he just runs stride and stride, breaks up the pass. Easy pass breakup, too easy. All right, then we have this play up against my Birds. Look like they're coming out of the empty set with the 3-2 look. We got him manned up here on A.J. Brown. Let's see what he can do on this play. And I mean, honestly, A.J. Brown got a pretty damn good shove on Trent McDuffie within 5 yards. I'm not going to lie. But he absorbed it really well. Like, look at this. And he flipped his hips and ran with A.J. Brown really well on that. And you see him get that pass breakup, right? That's like a staple in the Eagles offense with A.J. Brown. That like quick slant. But look at that, bro. Flips his hips, runs with A.J. Right when he's going up for that ball, he attacks the ball, gets that pass breakup. Played beautifully. And look at that. I mean, they nearly got the pick too. Let's look at it again. Let's watch it live. And that, boom, recovers, pass breakup. Trent McDuffie, my guy. It's Trent McDuffie. All right, then we got him on this play up against the Jags. Looks like the Jags coming out in a 2-1 look. We got Trent McDuffie man-to-man right here. Let's see what they do on this play. Ooh, they're going to try to pick. I mean, they tried to pick, and it literally worked against them. You see 21 coming in, and it literally worked against the Jaguars, but Trent McDuffie ends up getting that pick. I'm pretty sure that would be his only pick from this past year, but look at him play this super physical within 5 yards. Look at this. And right here, look at this. Most times when you see it like that, when a wide receiver is going to run a slant, look at Trent McDuffie's hips. I mean, he's out of position. At this point, the wide receiver is going to cross him up and probably beat him. But watch his recovery right here. Watch his hips. He flips, gets a little bit physical. He doesn't hold him, right? He doesn't hold him, but gets a little bit physical. And right at that point in the cross, it was too late. And a lot of disruption from the Jacksonville Jaguars on their own end. And you see right there, Trent McDuffie ends up getting the pick. And I thought partly him being super physical and the Jaguars just not doing their part. You see him get the pick right there. He did his part, bro. He's a physical ass corner. All right, on this play up against the Jags, looks like we're in a 3-1 look. We got bunch set right here. Brian Thomas Jr. up at the top with Trent man to man on him. Let's see what he'll do on this play. And look at that. He doesn't even bite on that. And I mean, on this play, I'm going to be real. He did get away with a little bit of a hold. He did get away with a little bit of a hold right here. But this is just a really good play to show that Trent McDuffie is literally physical on damn near every snap, dude. Like, even when he's getting beat. And that's something that I really like. He's not one of those corners that has a shit ton of penalties, too. Like, there was one, I think 1 year at the most he had was 10. With that's getting pretty high. That's getting pretty high. But this past year it was 5. And he's a smart-ass corner, bro. He knows how to, like, play it right, too. Because there's a way you can grab those wide receivers and kind of tug on the jersey and get away with it. And I think Trent McDuffie is really good at it, along with just being overly physical. I mean, that's the type of shit that will bother a wide receiver. You know what I mean? All right, then we have him on this play. And this is one of my most favorite things about Trent McDuffie. I talk about him being physical. There's a reason they send him on blitzes. I mean, watch this up against this Buffalo Bills offensive lineman. Watch him right here. You snap it, and look at this. I mean, look at that. He literally took on the right guard. Like, look at that. And I mean, the guard had him, but he just kept driving his feet, and Josh Allen presented the opportunity, and he took it, literally wrapped him up. Look at this, pretty good tackle. Boom! Brings Josh Allen down. And I love when Spags brings Trent McDuffie on these rushes, because he's just so good at it as a corner, dude. Look at that, bringing down Josh Allen. All right, then we have him on this play up against the Dallas Cowboys. Looks like the Cowboys are coming out in a 2-1 look. We got him man-to-man right here up at the top. Watch him on this play. This is just another play just to display, you know, like his technique. Because I think his technique is in that elite tier when we talk about cornerbacks. Watch this. Look at him turning around. And look at that. Plays it really well all the way to the end. Ends up getting the pass breakup. Couldn't ask for it any better. Turns his hips really well. That's something that I love about his technique too. He turns his hips really quick, really fast. And he's so good at playing the hands, because he, like I said, he's like sneaky at like getting away with a little jersey tug. And a lot of corners do that. I'm not trying to single out Trent McDuffie. A lot of corners do that, as they should, because wide receivers get away with a lot of shit. And you see him get that pass breakup right here. It's a really good play. Boom. It's a PBU, baby. All right, then we have this play. Looks like the Indianapolis Colts are coming out in a twins look. We got Warren, and then we got Pittman. I'm pretty sure that's Pittman, unless I'm tripping. But look at Trent McDuffie. I mean, he has about, what, 6-7 yards cushion. Let's see what he'll do on this play, because it looks like he's just bracketing this outside. Watch this. You're going to try to hit like a 6-yard slant, and Trent just wasn't having it, dude. Like I said, I'm pretty sure he's just like bracketing that outside, and it played right into his hands. Look at that. Gets the pass break up. Ends up being a PBU. Played it beautifully. And that's a big ass wide receiver too. I'm telling you that right now. Like Trent, I'm pretty sure he's like 5'10". And just to come away with that, bro. I mean, come on. Keep talking about physical. I mentioned it like 10 times in this video. But no, I really do think this is a really good trade for the Los Angeles Rams. And Trent McDuffie, man, like I view him top 15, top 20, you know, like he's a good ass corner, bro. And I know that they're gonna have to deal with like the contract stuff, like the 5th-year option and all that, but I feel like he's a guy that could be around on the Rams for a bit, right? Like that. I like defensive backs on the Los Angeles Rams. Like I really like Emmanuel Forbes, but let's keep it straight, right? Like their defensive backfield really struggled for a large portion of the back end of the season. So I think bringing in a guy like Trent McDuffie in a year where you're competing, right, in a tough NFC West, along with the Seattle Seahawks who just won the Super Bowl, you're also in a position to go to the Super Bowl if everything's right. So I thought that this trade was necessary, and bringing in a guy like McDuffie who is physical, a guy you could just throw all over, he's gonna bring some grit to that defensive backfield. I do. And like I said, there's guys on that squad that I really like. So you bring him in, I'm expecting good things. And yeah, man, I don't know. You guys let me know what you guys think. Also, be sure to check out the video that I'm going to put at the end of this, because I did a film breakdown of Trent McDuffie in the Super Bowl versus the San Francisco 49ers. One of the greatest performances I've ever watched from a cornerback in a Super Bowl. Really need to watch that. But yeah, you guys let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Be sure to drop a like, subscribe to your boy. All we do is talk football. All we do is talk football, man. But yeah, anyways, appreciate you watching. It's your boy Shady Luke, and I'm outie. Deuces.